Hi guys! Today I'm going to show you a really easy way to get a really intense pop of color on your eyelids. There are lots of different ways to go about this. Everybody has their different products that they are fans of, so I'm just going to show you the method that I like to use if I'm going for that really high intense pigmented look. Now I'm going to show you using two products, and they're both products that are very affordable, so you should have no trouble at all recreating this look should you want to. So before most people go to do a really bright eyeshadow look, you want to use an eyeshadow primer. I feel like, this is very common sense, but some people don't know, so some of the best ones out there, that's debatable because there are a lot of eye primers out there. I personally like Urban Decay's eye primer and Stila's Prime Pot. If I'm doing something really light and sheer, I will use this because it is a light and sheer primer. The Stila Prime Pot is very, very thick. It's a little bit like MAC's paint pots. So it's very, very thick if you want to wear a lot of product on your eyes. Now what I like to do is if I'm going to be wearing a bright color like a purple or a teal, instead of using a neutral colored eye primer like this, the Stila Prime Pot, it's like skin colored, and so is this. Instead of using a neutral primer like that and then putting your shadow over it, I like to use a cream product that is very close to the color of the eyeshadow that I'm going to be putting on, the powder product. So there are all kinds of things you can get. The Maybelline 24-hour color tattoo, those I've heard have make really good eye primers for colors. What I'm going to use today is, this is a Sephora, it's a jumbo crayon liner, it's waterproof. This is shade Turquoise, so you can see how blue it is. I am going to use this as my base because you just throw it on, blend it out, and then you press on some of your eyeshadow and it looks amazing. Now I'm not wearing any makeup today other than some lip product and a little pencil in my eyebrows. So please excuse the face. I just didn't want to have a lot distracting from what I'm going to show you today. So the first thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to do one eye with just this Loreal Infallible shadow, and this is in Endless Sea. I love this stuff. I love it. It stays on forever. I like to use my finger with these because I find that a brush is really good for blending them, but for applying them to your eye, something like a brush, I don't know, I feel like there's going to be a lot of fallout. It doesn't pick up as much. So I like to apply these with my finger. And then once I've got them on roughly in the general shape that I want, then I go and with a brush and blend it out. Okay, so I'm sure this would look better if I didn't have so much color here in the corner, but it's too light. Too light. And somebody on one of my last videos on my other channel, I had this color blue on, and someone said that this color isn't very good for my hair, which is very red. So, but whatever. I'm not wearing this out. I'm just showing it to you guys. Alright, and now once that is applied, I'm going to take a Q-tip, just take the corner here, and just kind of clean up this corner, because you shouldn't have a lot of eyeshadow, like, coming down. It'll make your eyes look droopy. So just clean it up. Clean it up. It's a little bit better. So that is just the Infallible shadow, as you can see. Now what I'm going to do on the other eye is use the jumbo crayon. And what I'm going to do is, it's really hard to do this while looking at my computer screen instead of a mirror. I'm going to put it on very highly concentrated at my lash line and just kind of still apply some, but not as much as I get towards the outer corner and towards my eyebrow. So you can already see it is much more intense. Alright, now that that is applied, I'm going to take my blending brush. This is just a Makeup Designery blending brush. It's a lot like a crease brush. Alright, and I'm just going to kind of blend it, blend it, blend it. And you don't have to go really hard when you blend. I used to blend, like, hold it down here and, like, cram-a-lamma it all up in my eyelid. Then I found out you can just lightly brush it, and it does what you wanted it to do. Also, I don't know if you guys know this. You probably already do. But using a clean brush to blend with is extremely important. First of all, because you're not getting any of the previous color that you used on this look, but it also just seems to spread so much better and evenlier. Yeah, no, that's not a word. Alright, so now I've got that blended. I'm going to take my finger, once again, with the Infallible shadow, and press that on here. Now this crayon that I put on here, it dries and it's waterproof. This stuff stays on forever, so you don't need this on top. This is much more shimmerier, glitterier. Oh my gosh. It's much more shimmerier than the pencil, so this is going to add a lot of shimmer and a lot of iridescence and shine. But I have found that this, put on with this pressed on top, it will stay on forever. Like, you could go in the pool and it would stay on. I mean, it would fade a little bit, but it stays on a long time. So, now that that's on, just gonna blend it out. This is always my least favorite part of makeup, is blending, because it's just so repetitive and it takes a long time. I need to have like a song that plays while I blend. Anyway. Okay, I'm done. It's not perfect, but this was just to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. So, and there you can see there's just the Infallible shadow. And there is the crayon with the Infallible shadow pressed on top of it. So it's very, very intense. Actually, it's bothering me because they don't match. So I'm just going to kind of throw that on. Looks marvelous. Anyway, so yeah, there is my tip. If you're using a bold color, instead of using a neutral, flesh-colored primer, use something that is the color you're going to be pressing on top of it, because it really, really helps. So that's all. This video was really long. Sorry. Thanks for watching it. If you have any comments about anything, please put it down in the bottom, and any constructive criticism, I'd love to hear it. Bye, guys!